hear you.
So the first thing I did was I used a pad called Life is Good from the Loophole Bank in Analog Lab 5. I came over here and I basically did bass notes first, just like this, and we're on a D minor scale. So I brought a minor chord in and I just separated it until it sounded dark how I wanted it to sound. And that part this pad just basically repeats itself. The next thing I did was I added a piano called American Distant Room from Analog Lab 5. Honestly, bro, I think Analog Lab 5 might be the best VST out right now. And then I just basically followed the bass notes of our original melody, copied it, and then I alternated. I took those chords that I made, right? And I just basically made an arpeggio out of them. So it went do 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 do. And then I brought this one down. Brought the velocity down a little bit. Usually on pianos, I bring the velocity down a lot. And especially on the bass notes, I bring the velocity down. And then I will take all of it and just go here. And then go randomize the velocity. And after I randomize the velocity, I'll bring it down even more altogether. So it sounds a little more realistic. The next sound I added was full strings legato from Philharmonic, and I just created a little melody to go with the melodies I already made. Now, if you're wondering why you hear those little crackles and things, it's because I had this cinematic origin on it, and I have reel to reel on. So it has all these different, knobs and stuff that you could turn to make your thing sound like it's a little more vintage. So that's what I put on the strings. On the other melodies, I only put Valhalla Vintage Verb on the pad, but I didn't put anything on the piano because I think it sounds good enough already. Now let's get to the drums. First thing we're going to do is get to this 808. So first of all, the 808 is a Spins 808, but as you can see, mine's is boosted. All you have to do to boost your Spins 808, if you have one, is to just boost it like this. But if you don't have one, download the FOP. All the sounds I use will be available for download in the description. So let's get to the 808. 1/6 beat. Want to put a little roll here. Next is the hi-hats. Copy these, boom. Add a little snare. Add a little chop at the end right here. Gonna take the velocity, put it down a little bit. Copy it. And this is gonna be our pattern for our snare. Come over here to the hi-hats, add some rolls. And you don't have to go too crazy on the rolls, but you just, add a little sauce to it. Add a little sauce to it. That's all I'm adding to this one. Just those 2 rolls, and I'm gonna have it repeat. Sometimes you can keep it simple with the rolls. It doesn't have to be too crazy. Remember, the artists need to have space to rap. Then you take out sounds, and that's how you make a Lil Durk beat. Scratch, baby. Make it from scratch. That's how you make that Lil Durk beat. Dark type vibes, piano, pads, all types of strings and different sounds in there. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, comment, and make sure you could download that FLP and study this stuff. Study how I made it and see if you can learn something from it. All right. Thank you for joining me once again, and I'll see you next time. Peace.